Hi everyone, welcome to the video. And in this video, I just literally want to touch on something which is, well, it annoys me quite a bit right now. Obviously, I'm in a very privileged position where I get to help many people generate cash, right? And for me, that's a great feeling, which is why I mentor. Like I get messages from people saying I've helped change their lives. They're now making 2, 3 grand a month upwards from Amazon FBA wholesale. Now, for me, no feeling compares to that. However, the most annoying thing about me, it's not even about me helping people, but the most annoying thing that I've that well that I find in this situation is that like 99% of the people I work with have paid for education elsewhere, right? And I'm not talking about a couple hundred quid, I'm talking about 2, 3 grand's worth of education elsewhere. And it's like, surely, okay, if you're investing 2 to 3 thousand pounds, right, you would expect education that's not just really low level, basic surface level information, which you're finding on YouTube. Now, for me, that's very like annoying for me because obviously I speak to people now, I get messages every day like, hey, I did this program, I did this program. Obviously, I'm not going to name drop any programs, right? And it's like, okay, how much did you invest? 2 grand, 3 grand. Okay, what did you learn? Let's go onto Google, let's do this. Like, we're gonna get price lists, put it in a software, we're gonna get profits, like all this really low level information. And it's like, well, okay, what did you actually learn? I learned how to send in stock, how to package a product. No, that stuff should not cost any money. Like that stuff is readily available, like free information you can find on YouTube, right? I've literally had someone say to me as well, like they paid for a program, and the same person who has obviously charged for this program, they've literally got the same thing on their YouTube. So it's like, for me, that's so annoying where I'm working with people and they're coming to me like, hey, I really want to work with you. Like, I've heard nothing but great things. Like, okay, I'm like, great. Have you done any wholesale education before? Yeah, I did this program. Okay, what did you learn? Well, I just learned how to send in stock. And it's like, that should not be the case, right? Now, for me, that's so annoying because I know, like, that's why as well, a lot of the testimonials I get, people are saying, like, hey, quadruple the cost of your program, like 10x the cost of your program. Now, these testimonials, this feedback is coming from people who have done previous programs elsewhere, who have paid 2 to 3 grand for basically YouTube content. Like, I can literally sit here now for a minute and summarize what all the other programs are. Okay. 50% of it is how to label stock, how to open up an Amazon account, how to create a limited company. All that stuff I do not even cover in my program. Like that's already done, like in documents, like all my actual teaching. I don't cover any of that because that shouldn't be like, you shouldn't charge for that. Okay, so most of these programs, which you're seeing out there, 50% of it is how to send in stock, right? How to label stock, how to open up an account. Okay, you shouldn't even pay for that. You can find that for free on YouTube. And the other 50% of it is literally telling you to go on Google, try and Google supplies. That ain't gonna work. Okay. I can tell you that now for free. And then the other 50% of it, or obviously the other 50% is telling you to go onto Google to try and find supplies, telling you to go through bestsellers, and then telling you to sit on Jungle Scout, enter in some basic parameters, and hope for the best, right? That don't work. You are not going to get longevity in your business doing that. Now, that is how I've worked with over 400 people. Because I've worked with over 400 people who have paid, well, 99% of them have paid for education elsewhere. And then they come to me like, hey, I'm doing this, it's not working, it's not working. And then after they work with me, they're like, oh my God, thank God. Like, I can now see how you make money on Amazon doing wholesale. Okay, because all the information I go through, all the information I show everyone, like, you're not going to find it on YouTube. It's stuff that actually works, right? Now, yeah, hopefully, if you're watching this video, you can now understand why it's very, very annoying for me to talk to so many people. Obviously, yes, which I get to help, which is great. But then the annoying thing is, it's like the vast majority of the people I work with, they pay for, or they've paid for other education, which is just shambolic education, which shouldn't be worth more than 20 quid, if I'm being real. Like, it should literally be free because a lot of this information is free. Like, you know, those YouTube videos that you see people doing nowadays, where it's like, oh, free Amazon wholesale course, 5 hours long. That's literally what people are charging 2 to 3 grand for. And it's like, yeah, yeah. So for me, that's so annoying. And that's something that genuinely annoys me because, like, on one hand, it's like I know like information can be so valuable, right? Like, for example, our program now, yeah, it's priced at £2,500. Really speaking, it should be priced at 10 times more than that because it's got way more than 10 times more information that all these other programs have, right? Now, and that's why the people that do our program tell us to 10x the cost of the program because they've done all these other programs and there's a huge difference. I mean, but if you're watching this video, I'm sure you would have seen the testimonials for my program anyway. But yeah, so I thought I'd come in here and literally just say something that really annoys me, which is that like the fact that 99% of the people I talk to, it's like, hey, yeah, I did this other program. How much you paid? 2 grand. What was in it? I just know how to send in stock. I said, what? No, no, like that really annoys me. And I literally say to these people I talk to, I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's so annoying. Like that, yeah, that's really annoys me, as you can probably tell. And it's like, then I understand like why people think wholesale doesn't work, right? Or they think programs are a scam, right? I literally say to people as well, it's quite funny. Everyone I talk to who has done a different program before, I'll see they're like, yeah, we're a bit skeptical. Like, how do I know like this isn't going to be the same? I'm like, you know what? If I was in your shoes, I would think it's a scam. I would think it's skeptical, and I wouldn't even work with me. I literally say to people, I'm like, I don't blame you if you're that skeptical. However, I'm not going to say anything about my program. Just look at the testimonials. Okay, these testimonials are from people who were in your shoes, right? Who are the same doubts as you, right? Who are now telling or who are now writing testimonials saying, please charge 4 or 5 times more. Like this is a completely different program. Like this is not even grouped. Like it shouldn't be grouped in the same category as these other programs. Like these testimonials are saying that. So yeah, I got that off my chest, something that really annoyed me. But yeah, if you want to find any more information about my program, link in the description. If you don't click that link in the description. I'm just here to help people. I'm going to be so real now. Because I know, really speaking, if you want to look for a wholesale program, if mine wasn't on the market, you're going to pay for someone else's, and in 6 months' time, you won't be doing Amazon because it's not going to work. Okay. So if you want it to work, give me a shout, click the link down below, and we'll make it work. Um, like the video, subscribe if you are new. Any video suggestions, drop them down below in the comments, and I'll catch you all in the next one.